Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nails and Beauty Talk. I am your host, Asia the Bird. Today, I have a very special guest with me today. It is a great honor to have her here. Please welcome beauty and nail influencer, YouTuber, and nail artist Evie, also known as Long Hair Pretty Nails. Hello, Evie. Welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. I definitely want to get started by asking where you're originally from and tell us about your upbringing.
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, and my upbringing was, looking back at it now, was a little bit dysfunctional, but everybody's family has issues, but for the most part, it was love, it was there. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, just regular, regular lower middle class.
Yeah. Regular life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what was like your school experience like? Did you go to college or did you just go to high school? Like what was like your school experience like?
Oh, well, that's an interesting story. Well, I went to high school, but I got pregnant when I was 16, so I ended up dropping out and I got my GED and I ended up going to technical school for pharmacy tech, and that's what I thought I wanted to do with my life, but things had a different story.
So I definitely want to go ahead and move forward by really talking about what were like your earliest memories about beauty. Was there anyone in your family or in your friend circle that was into the beauty industry?
Oh yes, like being from Detroit, everybody is in like dressing to the T, the hair done, the edges slick. My mom was a hairstylist, so I was in the
Okay.
salon all like my earliest memories of being like four, waiting all day for her to get off and just seeing like all the hairstylists doing different hairstyles and stuff like that. So yeah, that really, I guess, influenced me, into the beauty industry.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. You know, how I got influenced into the beauty industry was like I would see my mom always get her nails done. Like she would
Me
always
too.
get the French tips, at the nail salon every couple of weeks, and that's what inspired me when I was like 13 or 14 to get into nails and things like that. So that really sparked like my interest.
Ah,
So
that brings back so many memories. Like I was, yes, my mom used to take me to the nail salon and she used to get her nails done like all the time. I think I can only remember maybe one time seeing what her real nails look like.
right. Yeah, that's really, really cool how like the beauty environment can just really influence you to get into the beauty industry. It's really
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah, it's really, really crazy. So who or what drew your interest into nails?
I would say my mom. Like I was
Mhm.
saying, like, she kept her nails done. And my grandma. Like my grandma, I now looking back, it's like I'm probably more like her when it comes to nails because she had the bling out nails before it was even a thing. Like
Right.
it was
Uh,
crazy. Like she used to pay a lot of money to get her nails done. And this was like in the 90s.
mm,
So yeah, like just my mom, my grandma, like
mhm.
especially being from Detroit, everybody, everybody had to get their nails done.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's part of Black American culture,
Yeah.
with us with the nails, the blinged out nails, the duck nails, the gold nails. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like, you had Bernadette Thompson, who's, a OG nail artist in the nail industry game. Like she did the money nails for Little Kim. And
Oh,
so, I think, definitely Black women deserve more credit in the nail industry, especially the impact that we've had in the industry as far as different trends and stuff like that.
absolutely. We are definitely the trendsetters. Like
Mhm.
definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, most definitely. Now, so you're not a licensed nail tech, so I want to get into the story behind you not being a nail tech. So, what was that decision to not become a nail tech?
Well, I've been doing my own nails since like middle school. I remember my cousin was like teaching me how to do the perfect
Mm,
French tip and everything. And
right.
so it's always been kind of like a hobby for me. I've always just painted my nails and stuff like that. But when I started like getting into like 3D art, acrylic and stuff like that, it was just fun. It was just something for me to practice with.
Right.
So when I became good and people would see my nails and be like, "Oh, keep doing my
Mhm.
nails," and I'm like, "No." I didn't want to turn it into a job because,
Right.
like I stated, I was working as a pharmacy tech. I worked in
Mhm.
Kroger for like 10 years. And oh my God,
Really?
dealing with customers was just like, it was just a turnoff. It was like, no, I am
Right.
not going to go from a retail job to another service retail job. So
Right.
that was kind of
Mhm.
the story behind it. Just wanted to keep it fun for me, since it was technically a hobby. It's a job now, but
Yeah, right, exactly. And the thing is, like, I remember going to college and stuff like that, and Kroger would be at the store. I would always go to get stuff and things like that. Yeah, yeah. But most definitely, like, I do understand where you're coming from because, being in the service industry is not for everybody. So that's so
right.
understandable. You know what
But
I
I
mean?
must say that taught me a lot of patience. So
Mhm.
that's one skill that I got.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Right, exactly. Now, I want to push and shift gears and talk about in regards to with your perspective being a nail and beauty influencer and a YouTuber, what would you say some of the things that you found difficult in terms of being an influencer and a YouTuber?
I would say the most difficult thing for me is time management. Like
Hmm.
I have a whole life outside of this. I have three
Right.
kids, I got a husband, and it's like so much that goes on outside of this. So it's like really staying focused to try to make time to do the
Hmm.
content, get everything out on time.
Right.
That I'm still struggling with that. So that is one of the
Hmm.
most difficult things that I think people would deal with.
Hmm.
Even when you think you made it, like
Right.
you still got to keep going. It's like a hamster
Hmm.
wheel.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. And especially, I remember seeing one of your videos where you was cleaning up your studio and you had so many PR packages. Like, is it hard to keep up with as well?
It's so hard to keep up with. Like, I am so grateful for like the opportunities and everything that people give me and stuff, but it is
Right.
a lot. Like, people don't
Hmm.
understand when you're an influencer, like, people just send you stuff and you be like, where did
Yeah.
it come from?
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, right, exactly. So I definitely want to shift gears again and talk about collaborating with brands. So you have collaborated with different brands as Kiss and McCart. And my question for you is, like, how did those collabs come about, and what has been your experience collaborating with these brands?
Well, McCart was my first paid brand deal,
Mhm.
but it wasn't easy. My manager and my husband, he does like all the negotiation and stuff, and we were really trying to like collab with
Mhm.
them, but they were
Mhm.
under like different management. This was probably like 2019 or something,
Okay.
maybe 2018. I don't know. I can't remember,
Okay.
but yeah, like they really was not
Mhm.
into like paying yet, and it was like we were really trying to like this video gonna do very well.
Mhm.
Here's our stats and everything, and so they finally did it, and that video probably I think it's over like 1 million views right now. So they,
Mhm.
so yeah, that was our first. Like we really had to claw for that first deal.
Mhm. Right.
Um, but moving forward to the Kiss one, like that
Mhm.
one shocked me. Like, I'm sorry,
Mhm.
somebody at my door.
It's cool.
That one really shocked us. Like, we just received an
Mhm.
email and they were like, "Hey, we want to do this and that," and we're like, "Whoa!"
Wow.
And yeah, this that was like one of the most lucrative deals,
Mhm.
and I'm just blown away
Mhm.
how fast things changed.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. And I seen like that you and many other beauty influencers had like an event at McCart. It was like an event that McCart was holding. So how was that experience?
Oh my God, that was so awesome because you don't really see that type of stuff in the nail like space. Of course, the
Right,
makeup girls they go on brand trips all the time.
right.
But that was like our first little nail brand trip, and it was so cool. Like I got to interact with all the other nail content creators online or
Mhm.
Instagram and stuff. But to meet them in
Right.
person, we had so much in common. Like
Yeah.
from just how we film to our nail designs and our life. Like it was such a vibe.
Yeah, that's really, really amazing. So I definitely want to get into so for someone who wants to be a nail and beauty influencer, especially wanting to collab with different brands, what will be some of the things one should look out for if a brand reaches out to them? And also how important is it for one to understand their worth?
That is the number one thing. You have to understand your worth.
Hmm.
I use a site called Social Blue Book, and it's kind of a
Hmm.
roundabout, but it kind of gives you an idea of where you need to be.
Right.
Because these brands will contact you and be like, "Hey, we want to send you this free
Hmm.
PR, and just try it out. And if you like it, post about it." And it's like, yeah, it sounds fun at first, and I
Right.
guess if you're starting off, if you have a really small following, then yeah, that's
Hmm.
great. But you have to know your worth, and
Right.
I would say definitely fight for it because they have the budget. They
Right,
have
right.
the budget.
Yeah, right, exactly. I think another thing too is to watch out for like fake emails. And they say,
Oh,
oh, this is so and so brand, and the email be like at gmail.com.
and
You know what I mean?
that is how we check because we get a lot of those like, oh, this is Nike, but you're emailing me from a Gmail, like,
Right.
or you don't have any, like no links or website or anything in your email. So
Mhm.
I don't know what's up with that. I guess they're like trying to get your info and scam you or take over your
Yeah,
channel. I don't know, but yeah, definitely,
yeah.
definitely be careful and check where the email is coming from.
Yeah, right, exactly. Because the thing is, we live in a time now where people, it's just like, people can get desperate. And,
Yes.
people will try to do anything to scam you and
Oh
to
my
take
God.
stuff from you,
One
get the
time
information.
I had this one person who was pretending to be me and having brands send them stuff. And so the brands would reach out to me and be like, when's the video going up? And I'm like, y'all didn't send nothing to
Oh my
me.
God.
Yeah, it was
That's
happening.
crazy.
That was crazy. I felt bad,
Mhm.
but it's like, I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah, yeah, that's really, really crazy. There's some scammers out there,
Yeah.
that will try to take your information, take your money, take, your personal info. Yeah, there's some crazy people out there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I want to get into this one segment because what I liked about your channel is that there was two videos that you did 4 years ago, and you did a nail tech tour. You got your nails done. I think one was with Miami Ashley and another
Mhm.
black nail tech. And so I wanted to ask this question because I found it to be very interesting. Have you ever thought about continuing that nail tech tour series?
We actually talked about it. It's something that I really enjoy doing. It 4 years ago was such a different time because like now I have 3 kids, so it's kind of
Right.
hard to kind of get away to do that. But
Right.
yeah, it's definitely something I want to get back to because I love doing that. Like for one, like I love going to my favorite nail techs and like having them do my nails. Like that was like a dream come true.
Hmm.
And then it was just like, having I have this huge platform, so it was a really good way to,
Hmm.
put other people on, show different talent. So,
Absolutely.
we might have something in the works if we can get all the
Hmm.
logistics figured out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That'd be really cool to continue that, to really tour across the country,
Yeah.
or certain places, where you can get your nails done and support different nail artists.
Yeah, yeah, that'll be awesome because that kind of was the whole plan. But then, we my channel was like totally different back then, and
Right.
like, but I feel like now I'll be able to do it like even better.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. So, in regards to different nail designs that you've done on your channel, so you've done different nail designs, including the ones that gone viral on TikTok, including one of them was Dreamy Little Nails, which I had on my podcast. It
Hmm.
was her and Alexa, who is Minute Nails. I've interviewed them together. And with Dreamy Little Nails, she did the Blossom Nails. So, I want to go ahead and ask this question. What are some of the nail designs that you found easy to execute, and some of the nail designs that you found difficult to execute?
I feel like all the nail designs they start off like difficult, but then like as I'm like doing it and getting into it, it gets a little
Mhm.
easier. I would say the blossom nails, like those, it was like that took the most time. Like it took me
Mhm.
10 hours to do those nails. Like it was so long. Even though it's like an easy process, like
Mhm.
that really tested my patience. Also the butterfly wing nails where I had
Mhm.
like the liquid nail wings and stuff. That was really frustrating. It turned out to be way more harder than what I thought it was gonna be.
Mhm.
'Cause, like, it kept leaking, so I leaked a little bit of what was going on in the video,
Mhm.
but it really, like, took me an hour to seal up everything, and I was so over it by the time I was done. But yeah, that's typically how most of
Mhm.
the nail designs start, like, it's like, "Yeah, I can do it," and then, I get my feelings hurt.
Yeah, right, exactly. And one of the things I really like, I think you did the aquarium nails as of recently on your channel,
Mhm.
and also to yeah, the aquarium nails based off like the Little Mermaid, and then you did the other nails. I think you did this a long time ago. It was like the swirl nails with the straw.
Oh,
I like
yeah.
that you did those. Yeah, those are really,
Those
really
were
cool.
fun.
Yeah, yeah, those are really, really cool. So you have reviewed different nail brands from around the world. And if you had to choose like your favorite nail products, if you had like a top five of favorite nail products or nail brands, for like nail enhancements, nail art, what would they be and why?
Well, for nail art, oh man, it's like it's so many good products out there. I
Right.
love Kiara Sky products. As you know, I used to be a brand ambassador.
Mhm.
um, but yeah, I like their products. They're high quality, and
Mhm.
when you're doing nails for a long time, it's like I know everybody start off and want to do cheap stuff, but the quality products really make your job better, and it's
Mhm.
easier, and it just turns out better. So yeah, I
Mhm.
love Kiara Sky. I love a Prey, even though they are a little pricey, but I like them as well.
Yeah, praise
Um,
good.
uh, I mean, it's so many. Like, I can't even think right now. I'm like looking around my room, like, what do I like? Oh yeah, so I've gotten into like the Korean brands.
Mhm.
I, I really like the formula of like the tiny polishes. I think that's the name of them. So
Yeah,
those are
tiny
pretty
gel.
good. And
Mhm.
then of course for nail enhancements, I may be a little biased, but I love patty gel. Only because over time I've really gotten tired of smelling monomer. So it's really
Yeah.
refreshing to like work with like a gel product that I can
Mhm.
build a nail with and not have to try to hurry up because the smell is too much. And I also like Brother Cosmetics. I love their acrylic. It is so buttery.
Mhm. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Yeah, Apres has some very good stuff.
Yes.
Apres, their polishes, their colored gels, they're very, very good.
And their little gel X tips, like they are doing their thing with them. Like I have so many and I'm not really able to use them like I want to, but I
Mm,
like them as well.
yeah, there's a lot of cool products out there. I definitely want to get into speaking of Patty Gel. I definitely want to get into talking about your own nail line called Patty Gel. So tell us about Patty Gel, how it got started, and have you ever thought about expanding to other products like like potted gels, gel polishes, and things like that?
Well, patty gel was just like a pipe dream. Like when I was doing when I was doing like all of my kits and stuff, like I would try all these poly gels and some of them were good, but most of them were like too loose for my liking. There
Hmm.
wasn't really that much color option.
Right.
And like I really um I was trying to think of the brand that I liked. It was oh man, I'm running a blank. I can't think. But it was this brand that had
Mhm.
some polygel and it was like the perfect consistency. It was thick. It was a little too thick, but I like the
Mhm.
thicker versions and stuff. So I was just
Mhm.
talking, me and my husband was talking. I was just like, what if we make our own polygel?
Mhm.
And he was like, okay. And he's into like the business side. So he started
Mhm.
just putting things in motion. And I'm like, wow, this is really happening. So yeah, like it's just it's crazy. Like, you just start testing out stuff and requesting what you want and your
Mhm.
formula and everything. And wow, next thing you know, it's just I mean, it was a long process because you really have to pick
Mhm.
everything from, you know, the products to the formula, the packaging, like
Mhm.
everything you have to pick.
Right.
So it was like 2 years in the making, but
Wow.
I'm just when I look at it now, I'm like, I can't believe this was just a thought, and now like
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
it's a whole like product. But yes,
Mhm.
we are definitely going to expand. It's been I say we probably need to get a little more serious about it because before it was just kind of like this little project, like oh yeah, let's make our own. But as it
Right.
like really started taking off, like people
Mhm.
like really buying it. It was
Yeah.
like
Yeah. 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 People
like
really rock with it.
yeah. So we're just taking our time.
Mhm.
Everything is like self-funded, so that's probably one reason why we're like really taking our time.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I definitely want like I'm working on getting like top coat, base coat,
Mhm.
gel polish. Like I'm working on like a lot of stuff. So it's
Right.
gonna be a little minute, but there is
Mhm.
gonna be more to come.
Also, have you ever thought about having like brand ambassadors, or that's not in the works yet?
It's not quite in the works yet.
Mhm.
We kind of want to work towards being able to have more inventory because
Right.
right now we're kind of working with really small batches. So whenever I
Mhm.
post a video, like the stuff sells out, and it's like we're waiting to get our next batch. But once
Mhm.
the company grows and we have like a healthy amount of inventory, then yeah,
Right.
I would definitely start taking on brand ambassadors, because it's it's not it's a great product and it's gonna work. So if you see other people using it, I think, that'll let people know like, oh, okay, yeah, this is really good.
Mhm. Yeah, it's the real deal. Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I want to talk about technology. So, I seen in your videos where you tested out a press on nail vending machine. So it's so crazy how technology is moving now. Like now
Right.
there's press on nail vending machines, there's nail printers, nail polish machines where you stick your finger in and it polishes your nail. So I definitely I want to ask your perspective in regards to the progression of technology, especially with AI. So what is your views on the progression of technology and where it's headed?
I'm all for it. Like, especially for somebody who, I'm not a licensed nail tech, like you said, and I kind of just do this for fun. So, I'm not like very good with hand drawing. So that's what I love about the printer. It's like I can find something I want, print it off real quick. And the vending machine, that was a good idea too. Like I said, like nails have been really slow to kind of catch on to mainstream, but like
Right.
nails is having its time now. Um,
Yeah.
and that vending machine is actually still at the mall. I didn't see it,
Mm.
but it's actually like in a different section. So I'm gonna end up going back and getting some more tips.
Yeah, it's so interesting because like not only with like the nail industry, but also there's like hair extension vending machines now.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's just crazy how far our technology has been going, especially for the nail industry. UV lamps are getting more advanced, nail products are
Mhm.
getting more advanced, and just there's so many products out in the nail industry, chrome powders, chrome gels, and 3D gels.
I am so happy for that because when I started, it was very limited products that we can get our hands
Mhm.
on. And now,
Yeah.
since we have all these products, the prices have gone down, so it's more affordable. And
Mhm.
I'm for it. Like, I feel like there's so much more growth left, like for nails there's no
Mhm.
ceilings.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. What are some like your favorite nail trends?
uh, oh wow. I've been seeing like these blue jean duck nails. I kind of like those. Like
Yeah, the
before,
denim.
I wasn't into the duck nails, but they're kind of growing on me. Like it's crazy.
Mhm. Yeah, that's been going on. There's Black Nail Tech's doing the denim nails. Yeah, and it's really
Hmm.
really cool to see, working with denim. I did a set like working with denim and stuff like that. I love denim. Denim is so fun to work with.
I'm gonna have to try that. I wonder if I could get like a piece of denim from Joanne, so I ain't gotta cut up no
Mhm.
jeans.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Denim is really, really fun to work with. I definitely want to really go ahead and really ask about Timu because I know you did videos talking about Timu because Timu is kind of like the second version of AliExpress. What's your take on Timu?
Pretty much.
What's your perspective on Timu?
I feel like all these places from Temu to Shein, AliExpress, they all have a purpose.
Mm,
For the people who don't have a lot of money to spend, you can get a lot of nail products for like $20 and have your fun. Of course, you're gonna have to
mhm,
wait. But
mhm.
but yeah, like there's levels to this. So if you're just starting off, then yeah, like I have no shame in ordering like cheap nail charms and stuff. So yeah.
Yeah, right, exactly. And that's the thing with like AliExpress, like you said with Temu, it takes such a long time for stuff to get to where you're at. Like it takes like 2 or so months or longer to get to get your products.
Now,
Aside
Temu is a little faster, but yeah,
Okay.
AliExpress will have you waiting 2 months for something.
Yeah, right, exactly. Amazon 2 days or so.
Right, but they will 10x the price on you too.
Oh, oh
Like
no.
those little nail charms be like $1, and then they'll charge you 10 for like the bag.
Oh my god.
But you'll get it the next day. So, you know.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly, most definitely. Now, everyone has their definitions of beauty. What is your definition of beauty?
I feel like beauty is like anything that just makes you feel good. Like,
Mhm.
when your hair is done, you feel good. When your face beat, when your lips popping. I just think anything that really like that's pleasing to you, to the eyes,
Right.
that just tingles all of your senses.
Mhm.
For me, it's like when I see my favorite shade of pink, like it's beautiful. It's beauty.
Yeah, right, exactly, most definitely. Now, how would you describe, like, your skincare routine and your hair care routine?
I keep things very simple. So, like way back when I started my channel, it was a hair like channel. That's why it's long hair, pretty nails. And it was just so much. I had all these hair products, and I was just trying this and trying that, and it was just too
Mhm,
much. So as I
mhm,
got older, like everything is simple. Like I
mhm,
have like two. I have a Tasha face wash that I use, and then I use some moisturizer, and
mhm,
that's pretty much it. And for my hair, I go to a hairstylist like once
mhm,
every other month.
mhm,
But in between, I just wash my hair with some Suave shampoo and do a twist out. Like I keep
mhm,
everything very, very simple now.
mm. Yeah, that's really, really cool. Now, how have you been able to balance being a nail and beauty influencer with everyday life?
Like I said, it's hard.
It's a hard balance, huh?
It is a hard balance because I
Mhm,
just have to find. Okay, so before I used to wait till everybody went to bed and then that's when I'll film. But I ended up like staying up to like 5 in the morning, like
wow.
filming, and I couldn't keep that up. So now I have my youngest in daycare. So that's,
Mhm,
she was like the biggest pull on me as far as time. So now,
mhm,
I'm able to work during the day and stuff, but I really have to be like diligent. Like it's like, okay,
right.
Tuesday film day, Wednesday,
Mhm,
Thursday I edit, and then it publishes
mhm,
on Saturday. I be trying to get
mhm.
ahead, but it don't work out.
I definitely want to go ahead and push forward and talk about the importance of having a support system, especially the time where mental health is very more prominent. And what I love about you and your husband, you are a duo, you guys are a team. Your husband is hilarious. I love
I
the
know
intro
it's
that
great.
he does, but when he did for your intro, like this is the intro to Long Hair Pretty Nail Show. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just love how you guys work together and you guys such a duo and you guys have fun, whether it's you guys vlogging or him doing your nails or when you do nail reviews. So I want to go ahead and really ask this question. How important is it for anyone to have a strong support system, especially in the times of mental health?
Oh man, it is so important. Like I wouldn't be able to do this if it wasn't for my support system. Because it's so much,
Right,
and
right,
like it's a lot of pressure. Like to
right.
be able to meet the deadlines and to make sure that you're appeasing your audience because of course
Right.
you want them to like you and watch your content.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's very important. Like it be times where it's like, look, I just need you to take care of this. And it's like, okay, fine, I got that. And then it's like
Right.
I can just focus on creating. So
Hmm.
definitely like no matter who it is, like even if it's like your
Hmm.
mom helping or your sister, like my oldest daughter, she watches the kids and stuff a lot for me, like to help me out while I'm editing
Hmm.
or something. So
Right.
yeah, it's a support system is very, very important. I'm so grateful for everybody that I have.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. I think having a team is very, very important. Also, too, it's important to ask for help too.
Yes.
That's something I always make sure I keep in mind is to ask for help when I need it and things like that. Sometimes it can be hard, but it's like, it's important, for your peace of
I
mind as
used to
well.
be so stubborn. Like I used to be so stubborn. Like this channel was kind of just like it's mine. Like I'm gonna do everything, and it was like it came to a point where it's like I can't do everything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Help. So yeah.
Yeah, because it gets to a point where it's just overwhelming, and the thing is that with us as influencers or content creators, we wear so many hats.
Mhm.
And so it can get overwhelming, you know what I mean? So, that's what I've learned to ask for help and, to say, hey, stick with your team and, and the things and mental health is very, very critical today. And I like how more people, within my generation, and your generation as well, talking more about mental health and how important that is, and saying like it's okay to take a step back and take a
Yes.
break and meditate and stuff like that. So that's really, really great to see.
Yes, I used to stress a lot about like making sure everything was perfect and getting everything right. But it's like now it's just like not that I just let things go, but it's like I don't stress as much because at the end
Mm-hmm.
of the day, it's not that important. That little snippet of the video or
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, you gotta kind of just go with the flow and let things happen.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't stress too much because yeah, mental health, like
Mm-hmm.
pressure will definitely take you out.
Yeah, absolutely. So you have 1.9 million subscribers on YouTube, which is a lot of subscribers. That's really, really cool. Um, in all your experience in being a nail and beauty influencer, as well as a YouTuber and nail artist, what has been some of the things that you've learned throughout your journey, and what are some of the things that you found the most rewarding?
Um, I think I've learned that I don't know. I used to be like so much in the shell. Like I was really shy when I was growing up. And
Mm-hmm.
so like from just being like I never thought that I would be the person that would be speaking to millions of people. Like that was not me. Like I was so like shy and I used to stutter when I was younger. So like I don't know, I just learned that, when you open yourself up and push yourself out, like you never know what could happen. And that's like
Mm-hmm.
what's happening now. I think the most rewarding thing is just seeing how I have an impact on people. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like I'm just sitting here, just chilling, doing my nails like I always do. And then I will read comments and messages how people are like, yeah, it's because of you that I started doing my own nails. And it was just like, wow. And I get those comments all the time.
Wow.
And like when I'm out at the mall and stuff, like people will recognize me. I was at the Beyonce concert and people was recognizing me. It was like, oh, so it was just like, oh my God, like yeah, we see the numbers, but when I like really talk to the people and stuff, like
Right.
that is so rewarding. It's like, thank you for watching.
Yeah, yeah, right, exactly. How was the Beyonce concert?
uh the queen did not play, okay? She did not come to play. It was so it was just it was everything. At first, like, she be making us wait. Like the concert was supposed to start at 7 and she didn't come out till like 9 o'clock.
Damn.
Right? I was about tired. I was ready to go home. But she came out and it was so worth it. And I'm just really grateful that I was able to go.
Yeah, that's really, really cool. But yeah, but that's cool that, you've impacted so many people, you know what I mean? And I think also you've helped other people to have their passion into nails, that to grow a passion for nails. You know what I mean? I think one of those things too that you've done was do different, viral nail designs that were from TikTok, like Dreamy Little Nails, like her viewership in terms of those nails have went up.
No.
You know what I mean? And
I,
people are
I was
doing the
that
nails like
was
she do.
awesome, right?
So that's really, really incredible to see that you touch other people's lives, and plus you make people laugh too. You and your husband there again together having fun, and like I said, your husband is absolutely hilarious.
I know he is. That's part of the reason why I married him.
Yeah, yeah, that's really, really cool. So last but not least, where can people find you on social media? How can people support you and your work?
Well, y'all can find me on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok at Long Hair Pretty Nails. And if y'all are interested in patty gel, then you can find that on my website at longhairprettynails.com.
All right, well, thank you so much, Evie, for jumping onto the show. I love what you're doing. You're a big influence to a lot of people. You inspire me as well. I've watched your content for years. Me and my mom have watched your content for years. And like I said, like you're a breath of fresh air. And it's really, really cool to see that, within your journey, you review products, you have fun, you do nails, you have your own product line. So, people in the nail community are really inspired by you. So just thank you so much again. This is a wonderful conversation.
Thank you for having me. This was really fun. Yeah, thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Take care.
Bye.
Bye bye. Hello, everyone. Thank you all so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Be sure to click the bell for notifications. Also follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. Be sure to check out my website, ASIATHABIRD.com, and be on the lookout for more interviews to come very soon. Take care, stay healthy, and stay beautiful.